Welcome back. Fundraising can be lonely with a seemingly endless to-do list. This podcast isn't about the best practices or trends. It's about the deeper wisdom, a beautiful space where generosity occurs. A 5-minute reflection to ground you for the week ahead. As we prepare for year-end giving or any fundraising campaign, how we message matters. Are we selling a transaction or inviting generosity? This week, I'm reading a quote from Growing Givers' Hearts, Treating Fundraising as Ministry by Thomas Jevons and Rebecca Birch Basinger, 2000 edition. Quotes: when conventional economic and marketing assumptions shape and undergird the work of charitable fundraising, whether for Christian organizations or others, potential donors will often be approached with the expectation that they will be more interested in having their names in a program or on a plaque or receiving a premium or a tax break than in giving to help out of the goodness of their hearts. When this happens, fundraisers fail often to recognize or help donors see the potentially world-changing and life-giving power that may be present in and working through the goodness of the donors' hearts and souls. If only someone would acknowledge it, call it forth, and nurture it. Unquote. This quote reminds me of a conservation nonprofit client and their experience with a donation. The donor planned to give appreciated stock for their donation. When the donor was told how to avoid capital gains tax, they refused. Instead, they insisted on selling the stocks, paying the capital gains tax, and donating the proceeds. This donor cared more about the world-changing and life-giving power that was present in or working through the goodness of his heart and soul than the tax break. When we consider our fundraising messages in our fundraising materials, we should avoid focusing on the tax deductions or other transactional benefits, and instead, we invite and nurture the generosity of donors who want to be a part of our missions. Let's reflect on 2 questions this week. Where are there areas that we are failing to recognize the world-changing and life-giving power that resides in donors' hearts and souls? How are we giving space for donors to share their desire to be world-changing and life-giving? Share this podcast if you enjoy these 5-minute reflections and subscribe to receive these reflections released every Monday. To explore fundraising coaching deeper, visit servingnonprofits.com. See you next week. A beautiful space where generosity occurs.